Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to actually go with the continuation of the previous video. So make sure that you checked out the previous video before we actually get to continue with this new video. So this one will actually be part two. We're going to actually continue with the strategy. I'm going to actually elaborate my analysis on Euro USD. So I'm on the 4 hour chart, um, and I can clearly see that the market is delivering in some way of this, right? It's coming back to demand zones, breaking higher, right? We can see prices breaking structure. You can see that prices breaking structure. So it's moving somewhere along the lines of this. Just gonna make it simple for you to see, right? Let's just use this free space here, right? It's moving along the lines of this, right? It's moving along the lines of this. We can see that, demand is holding, like supply is being taken out. Supply is being taken out. S&D 2.0, right? The second demand that's responsible for this breaker structure, so on and so forth, right? I'm not going to complicate this. Third demand that's responsible for the breaker structure. So it's really simple to tell that supply is getting taken out, right? It's really simple to tell that supply is getting taken out. Sorry. Okay, let me just do it like this. And so on and so forth. So it's creating those SSC ranges, right? This is an SSC impulse, right? Remember, go back to the previous video, right? This is your impulse. This is where you would look for your weak to strong hand transfers. Just a minute. This is where the third box, right? Same thing, right? This is what you'd look for, actually. Let me just put it like this. This would be your structure, this would be your supply and demand zone, and this would act as your confirmation. You would look to take price to this high, right? You actually look to position yourself once you have that confirmation on a lower time frame, right? Because you'd wait for the market to accumulate, go back and forth, potentially give you that confirmation that you want to take this market along, right? Same thing with here. Let's just do it like this. No. So it's the same thing, right? You create your S, you create your S, you create your C, then price takes out that supply, right? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Sorry for that. Okay, right? You get your same thing. You get your S, and you get your C, your S, and you get your C. Same thing. Market clears the liquidity high, right? That's what's been shown to you, right? That's what we see price showing us, right? Okay, sorry. Just want to get rid of this. I just want to get rid of this. Okay. Sorry for that. So that's exactly what's happening on Euro USD, right? This is acting as an accumulation model, right? Prices are technically ranging, right? But you can still get setups, right? You're not gonna hold, right? You're just there to, get your small moves and get out of there. So that's it. That's the same thing that's happening on Euro USD, right? You get your SSC, right? You get your structure, and you wait for your weak to strong hand transfers, right? So it actually takes time, right? I'm actually looking to position myself. Coming next week, I'm gonna look for confirmation at these specific points, right? Notice how price doesn't actually need to hold this demand zone. Um, Notice what happened. A lot of traders got stopped out because they don't understand what's happening. This will always repeat on end, right? So I had to wait. I could see, okay, price broke this high, potentially coming back, and we can expect that continuation, right? We can expect that continuation. That's what I see from this market, right? It's potentially going to come back, right? In these areas, that's where we're going to actually look for confirmation to take this market potentially higher, right? With proper risk management, right? That's where I'm going to actually look for confirmation. I'm just going to put my stop loss up below this swing low, right? Using proper risk management. It's actually risking 9.3 pips um, for a total of 149 pips. So a 1 to 16 risk to reward, which is not bad, right? We don't know if this will result in a win, a break even, or a loss, right? We'll just have to see. If it does, right, we'll just have to wait for confirmation. And once that confirmation is there next week, we can potentially look to position ourselves with the trend, right? Because we can see, okay, price is still maintaining its low. It maintained this low. If we can go on a lower time frame so that we can actually see price clearly. Remember, we are using time frames to see price, right? Time frames are just there to show us how price has moved within a certain time. We're not trading time frames, we're trading price, right? So that's the same thing also that happened here, right? I could see, let me just do this. Sorry, let me just move this because it's actually making things quite complex. But let me just do this, right? Let me just do this, right? We have price trade back into the demand zone, right? Price trade up, breaking structure. Potentially prices could come here, wake our entry, then they can actually go to our anticipation, right? That's what I'm looking for. It's an SSC, but it's happening on a much lower time frame, right? We are merging the higher time frame with the lower time frame. So when we start on the high time frame, we start on the high time to actually get the context of the market. Like, what does the market want to go? Where does the market actually want to go? Sorry for that. Then when we go to a lower time frame, we're just looking for scenarios that actually match the higher time frame. That's all we're doing, right? We're not complicating our trading. That's it, right? So this is our, we look for the structure, right? The supply and demand zone that was responsible for the Baker structure. We are looking for the third box, which will act as the confirmation, right? If price actually can accumulate around these areas and give us a valid confirmation, we can take it long, right? Or price can just absorb and catapult itself to new highs, right? Anything can happen. We just have to wait for proper confirmation. I cannot always be 100% sure, but we'll just see what the market does. And I'll just update you when the trade is hit potentially. So that's what we're expecting on Euro USD. The same thing that I've been teaching you, SSC. You identify where you are in a structural range, right? You identify where you are in a structural range, which is S. Then you look for the demand zone. Then you look for the weak to strong hand transfer. You look for that accumulation model to play out, right? Then potentially you look to position yourself of the mitigations. Then you take the market significantly higher, right? That's all you have to do. So that's the same thing that's happening on USD. It's just happening on a much higher time frame, right? That's it actually. That's just one thing that's happening. So coming to next week, we are looking for continuations to actually take this market higher. That's all I'm looking for. Opportunities to actually take this price higher. So yeah, I'll just update you on what happens. Right? It's quite simple actually, right? It's quite simple. Notice how I didn't actually trade anything. I had to wait for like clear price action. Like, does the market actually want to hold this demand zone, right? As you can see, price actually absorbed this demand zone, right? So a lot of people had stop losses below this low. They got liquidated, right? Then price actually traded above broke structure, came back to the S&D. Let me just make it clear. I'm gonna go over it again, right? A lot of people bought here. Then let me just take this one off. Do this. So a lot of people bought here. Then smart interest sold into their positions, right? They got liquidated, right? So when they buy to sell, they technically bought here, right? Then they sell, sell within their buys, right? So technically this buy right here is in a negative, so that's why they have to come back, break this high, right? Break this high. Once that high has been broken, they will come back to mitigate those positions they sacrificed there, right? So when you see price actually trading back to this demand zone on a fractal time frame, it's actually price is actually coming back to mitigate, right? What's mitigation? The reduction of negative orders, right? Because they had to buy to sell. So when they did that, their buy orders went into a negative just to collect all the stop losses that resided below this low, right? That's the same thing that's happening, right? Mitigation. I'm going to actually make more videos on mitigation so that I can elaborate and show you guys examples of how they actually come forth in these markets, right? So you would actually see price do this, do this, do this, do this, come back to the demand zone, take off, right? That's what you see there. 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 Sorry. Okay, let's just continue. Then we see, look at what happened. Look at what happened. Price broke structure. Played around, fractal distribution. Then it dropped into the S&D, the demand zone that was responsible for the breaker structure. Then it traded up. This was still a valid trade in SSC, right? You look for the supply, the structure, structure, the demand zone that was responsible for that breaker structure. Then you look for confirmation within these areas. Lower time frame, then you take profits above this high, then you manage your trades as they progress to profit. Potentially got stopped out here depending on how you actually managed, right? So I'm actually seeing a potential trade that can actually set up here. Sorry, never mind that one. Okay, that's the same thing that's going to happen here, right? The market breaks structure. Potentially price will come to this demand zone, right? Give us confirmation, and we can begin to take this market high, right? That's just one thing that I'm looking for coming to the new week. Potentially can play out good, but we'll just see. We'll just see, man. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, just please comment and just tell me your thoughts. Which kind of video or which kind of content would you like to see on this PCFX channel? I'd really love to help you guys. It really makes me feel better about myself. I'm trying to give back free content so that you guys can also improve your own trading and just become better traders, actually, and just read the context, right? Remember, we start on the higher time frame, then we work ourselves to lower time frame, right? That's all we ever do. So if you actually did enjoy this video, please subscribe so that you can be notified any time when I drop a new video. Yeah, we've come to the conclusion of the video. So yeah, but let me just take you on what happened to gold. Let me just take you on what happened to gold. I actually sent this to my team. Right, same thing, man. Same thing with gold. It was kind of like easy. I actually went on a lower time frame, but I could see that I actually waited for confirmation here, right? Because the market actually traded here, then broke structure, then came back to the demand zone that was responsible for the break structure, gave you 2.0s that was starting to build here. Then if you missed this one, you could have gotten this entry, which was basically still phenomenal, right? On this 2.0. Let me show you this 2.0. That's where you could have entered here. Then you put your stop loss below this low. Then your first take profit would be here. Your second take profit would be here, right? Looking to manage as you price is trading in your direction, right? So that was it. That was it. I've been extremely bullish on gold. All I've been doing is looking for buys. All I've been doing is looking for buys. I understand that a lot of people are going to look for sells in a bullish market, which is like pretty stupid to me. You should actually trade with the trend. Like, you first have to understand the probabilities with associated with what you're doing, right? You can see price is holding, right? Price is holding here, holding here, holding here, holding here, right? So 80%, you already know, the market wants to go here, right? If you are a smart trader and you can actually read price, you can see that, the market actually wants to trade higher. So if anything, you should be looking for opportunities and ways to trade, to position yourself higher. That's it. You buy higher, right? That's it. A lot of people think, like in Forex, in the markets, that you sell higher. That's not the case. That's what we've been led to believe, right? So you only buy higher and you sell lower. That's it. Like in a bullish market, you look for ways to buy even higher. That's it. Once you can actually come to a point where you change your mindset, because a lot of traders, they're going, okay, they're going like this. They're going like, I'm just going to show you. They're going to basically try to find any supply zone they can try to find, whether it be resistant or supply. Those traders are going to actually be liquidated. There's a lot of traders here, okay, they wanted to sell when price actually got here. That's why you see that price actually did this, takes them out, right? It's going to continue, hopefully. And this is what actually creates the clouds of liquidity, right? That's how you basically liquidate that capital. It's so easy. Once you keep your system so simple, everything will make sense. Don't complicate your trading. You're not here to complicate your trading, right? You're not here to complicate your trading. As long as you can understand that you are in the structural range, then you should be looking for ways to position yourself higher, right? You should be looking for opportunities to position yourself with the market, with the momentum, because you understand, okay, you are existing within this higher time frame structure, right? Price breaks, comes back. Same thing happening on a higher time frame. But I'm just gonna keep it like that. We're gonna continue with the part 3, the new video. I don't know when it's gonna come out, but yeah, we'll just see. We'll just go deeper about this. So without any further ado, guys, let me put an end to this video. Yeah, I appreciate you guys, love the support, and yeah, we'll just make more videos regarding such, actually. So yeah, ciao, be safe, love you.